So remember what we're doing is we're covering office procedures in this webinar. And let me just take a second and pull this up because there's a lot of procedures. And if you don't pay attention to them, these are the factors that'll slow you down or inhibit your growth. And I see that quite a lot. They're things that are not really thought of. So let me just go through a few of these factors. It's like office procedures. Obviously, the big ones, how to answer the phone, especially the obstacles, how to perform callbacks, how to reschedule patients, how to schedule patients, how to collect money. And there's different points. Remember, need, time, and money are very specific factors. How to conduct staff meetings, patient flow for each of the 10 unique visits. How to keep and interpret statistics, how to train staff, how to manage staff, how to motivate staff, staff responsibilities per position, primary, secondary, tertiary, how to give a high quality 3-minute adjustment, how each staff position should communicate with patients. I go into administrative equipment layout for maximum profitability. I go into clinical equipment layout for maximum productivity. The layout of the equipment in each room. We did that with a doctor. I went through step by step. And just the room where he adjusted patients was disorganized and chaotic. And it just the way he had it laid out and what he did in the room significantly decreases efficiency and significantly increased the amount of time with the patient. So we restructured the room, the position of the table, what goes in the room, what is the things you should have in the room, what should be on the walls of the room, what should be in the first third of the room, second third, and last third of the room. That's real important because you got limited time to see patients. We don't have 8 hours. You got essentially 4 hours a day. So you got to be at the most efficient during what's called those industrial hours, 4 to 6, 9 to 10:30, 2 to 2:30. That's it. You got to be at your best right then. So, and all these little things slowed him down. He wasn't even aware of it. And they just start to add up. It can be just a little thing here, a little thing here, a little thing there. And next thing you know, you have chaos in your office that's limiting you from, he was stuck at 70 visits a week. And it wasn't just one thing. Obviously, there was one major thing, but he had he had office flow layout problems. He had staffing problems. He had in the room office flow problems. He didn't even know all these problems he was having that was inhibiting him from growth. And he was kind of inhibiting himself, and he didn't even know it when I walked through and I asked him what he's doing and why he's doing it. And so anyway, then we go into staff responsibilities, typical staff day protocol, typical doctor day responsibilities. That's a huge one. Man, I see so many doctors just waste their time. Most chiropractors take a 2-hour lunch. Some take a 3-hour lunch. And it really should be 4 hours that you should have time that you're not treating patients. And I'll go into that here just shortly. So there should be absolutely plenty of time to do everything else to work on your business when you're not seeing patients. And we'll go into that schedules and all that. We'll go into office music, office dress, office smell, office look, office lighting, office flooring, office furniture, office prints and posters. These are all major factors. And again, some of them are much bigger than others, but then also it's a lot of the little things that just start accumulating. And here's the bottom line is if you don't have a system for something, and I just listed quite a few things. If you do not have a system for something, Mother Nature has a system for you, and it's called entropy. It's not organization. So, natural law doesn't go to organize things. It goes to entropy. And so that's what you're going to get. The less that you have these organized, trained, systematized, you're going to get entropy. And entropy means low productivity, high stress, low profit, chaos. And that's one of the first things I hear from doctors that say, man, I'm too busy to do this or that. That's the classic doctor who doesn't have good systems. He doesn't have good systems. And so, yeah, it is chaotic.